So her question is, being a beginner and a householder. First of all, a householder can never be a beginner. A householder is a very advanced entity. So they've handled so much that every day of their life is a sadhana. They're holding the house together. I don't think it's an easy task. So her question is, as a beginner and a householder, what are the things you can do to really excel on the path of sadhana? So I will keep it brief. The reason I will keep it brief because I have spoken on this extensively in the past. But sometimes my brief is not so brief. Reminded me of this person. He went in the examination hall and started taking his clothes off. And the examiner came running, whatever that supervisor came in. What the hell are you doing? Why are you taking your clothes? I said, it's written right there, answering brief. He said, so I was just doing that. I was just following the instructions. So I'll keep it brief. The best thing for a householder is first to have a little bit of routine, even if it's a little bit, that you should try and not waver from as much as possible. That could be 5 to 7 minutes a day and so on. So your mind gets in the mode of training and preparation for increasing the intensity over a period of time. Second, it's going to sound simple. However, it's anything but that. But if you can really get a grip on it and adopt it in your life, you will be amazed how quickly you will progress. And that is as follows. Look upon everything as sadhana. Everything. And that requires, naturally, that requires mindfulness. You have to be mindful to remember that now I am eating food, I'm actually doing yajna. I'm doing fire offerings. Each, your Ishta mantra. So when I eat in peace, normally, as first is the offering, and when each bite and I'm chewing, I'm chanting my Ishta mantra. Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dihmashrita. Pranapan Samayukta Pachamannam Jaturvidam. I am that Vaishvanara Agni, the Jataragni, the eternal fire in your stomach that digests all kinds of food. So if you imagine now, if you're eating 3 times a day, or some Einsteins eat 5 to 6 times a day, and as Buddha, somebody said, some live to eat, some eat to live, so some eat to live, some live to eat. So whenever you're eating, try to eat your meals in peace. So you can have people around you, but at least while you're eating, that's not the time to talk. Ideally, do the best you can. At that time, you can chant your Nama Japa, your Smaran, your any kind of japa, just mindfulness with each bite. You're chewing it 32 times or more or less. And as that food is going in your body, that's divine. Now imagine if you did that 3 times a day, you're doing 3 yajnas every single day. And you no longer have to take time out for an hour or 2 hours to just do the yajna. So if you are, whatever work you're doing, you are taking a shower, you remind yourself that this is your abhishekam. If it's true that aham brahmasmi, or Krishna says, aham atma guda kesar bhutasha sthita, aham adeshcha madhyanam bhutanam ante vija. I am the soul in everything there is. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end, O Kante. So naturally, if you are doing it with that sentiment, it's actually supposed to heal you. You would come out of the shower without the soap, but more transformed. right? So what I mean is keep the mindfulness on. So doing everything with that mindset. If you are serving food, you are serving Narayana. If you're eating Harir Data, Harir Bhukta, Harir Anna Prajapati, everything is that God. So when you do it with that mindset, every act becomes divine. Now imagine setting aside and sitting down and doing 30 minutes of japa versus spending 16 hours of your waking time living each moment in that divine sense. It's just going to exponentially reward you, benefit you. As Shankaracharya said, right? Yograto va bhograto va sangrato va sangavahina. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati eva. That no matter what you are doing, right? You are enjoying the world or you're doing your meditation, whatever you may be doing, the ultimate joy is when your consciousness is yoked to the Supreme Soul. So that's my brief answer.